Hello geeks of the interweb, Ginger Geek here with yet another obscure reviewer review. This time I'll be tackling the financially unsuccessful 13. 13 was a game that, despite being released to quite a bit of critical acclaim, never really got the attention it deserved. At its core, it's just another first-person shooter, but it's one that definitely stood out from the crowd. Being based on the 1984 Belgian comics of the same name, the developers had a lot of fun translating that comic-y feel. Using cel-shaded graphics, panels and speech bubbles really helped differ this game as something special in amongst a sea of never-ending shooters that seems to have not let down to this day. 13 follows the exploits of its titular protagonist, a man who wakes up on a beach with, you guessed it, no memory of anything. Then, after being taken into a cabin to be treated by the local lifeguard, he is witness to her untimely murder at the hands of what seems like a whole army intent on capturing him. What follows is an actually pretty decent plot as you attempt to piece together who you are and why these guys want to take a pop at you. The story shines more so in its presentation than its narrative, however, with some nice stylized cutscenes and bits of plot revealed through the dialogue of characters and gameplay. All of these presentation elements come together to make a shooter that feels not only fast, but engaging. Through the use of this artistic style, the game has aged well graphically, and still looks really good to this day. Of course, that wouldn't mean a thing however I played like crap, although fortunately, this is not the case. While as mentioned before, the game is an FPS, a genre that quite frankly has far too many games existing within it. When playing 13 however, you will see that even in its gameplay, it is fairly unique. The game has some pretty interesting mechanics behind it, such as taking hostages, or some pretty interesting stealth sequences, in which, in true comic book style, you can identify an NPC's whereabouts in proximity to yourself, via visual typography spelling out the sound their feet makes as they come closer to you. Add to this other cool elements such as the grappling hook, sequences where you are forced not to shoot and have to rely on melee knockouts, and really cool cinematic paneling when you get a particularly awesome shot. 13 is a winner. While it does have its flaws, sometimes it forces you into the FPS hallway crawls we know so well from the days of N64, and other times the combat can get a little tedious. For the most part, it's a standout title, and all in all, a pretty solid package. The best thing about the game though is that there hasn't really been anything else like it. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of a game other than Comic Zone on the Mega Drive that's managed to translate graphic literature so well. Add to that gameplay that's aged really nicely, and a story that, although at times cliched, is actually quite entertaining, despite a horrendous performance by the main actor. Really though, there is no reason you should not get this game, as it's currently priced in second-hand shops and in the pre-owned sections of your game stores at about £1.50 across all last-gen formats. So what's your excuse? Pick it up! Damn it! Anyways, yeah, so that's the review over. If you liked it, well, let us know, give us a like. If you want to see the series keep going, subscribe, comment, maybe comment with a suggestion, leave us some feedback, anything's good. We'll love you forever. Goodbye and good night.